Thanks for joining me. I'm Sabina from the Pearson Content team, and this video is about the wonderful resources in Bug Club Phonics. I suggest watching the overview of Bug Club Phonics and how to make the most of your phoneme and language lessons using the magnetic board before this one. Remember, there are also videos on getting started on Active Learn Primary. Let's go to Bug Club, Planning, Foundation, Phase 2, Unit 3, and the session phoneme G written as G. Remember, all the resources that accompany the session are found at the end. These include digital resources such as magnetic boards or teaching screens. Here they are. But also resources for students to practice and consolidate their learning, such as games and assessments, and fully decodable ebooks from Unit 3 onwards. There are also downloadable resources for you to use. You can also search and access these resources by selecting Resources and Bug Club Phonics from the top ribbon. You can type in keywords into resource search, such as topics you might be studying, titles, authors, and so forth. I'm just going to type in bugs as an example. And all the books featuring bugs appear. You can also search for books by book band. Might go with yellow. And if I scroll down to genre, again, all the books are shown. Just deselect that. A wonderful feature is also that you can search by phonic phase and phonic set. So I'm going to choose phase 5, and I'm focusing on the long I. And again, all the resources appear. Remember, all digital resources can be allocated to students, so you might like to check out the video on allocating resources in Active Learn Primary. There are over 130 fully decodable books in Bug Club Phonics. I'm going to select the book I Spy. Many Bug Club books feature much-loved characters from film and TV, in this case from the Alpha Block series. All the books are 100% decodable. This means they contain sound-letter relationships and word types the reader has been taught. In other words, they follow this phonics teaching sequence. They also introduce a number of high-frequency or sight words which are memorised as they can't be sounded out. You can open the book, allocate it or share it with students, deallocate it, or add it to your files. Remember, when you allocate the book, you can uncheck the Read to Me audio option so that the audio doesn't play, and also prevent reallocations of previously set work. A couple of handy hints. In this case, I'm actually going to open the book. Just maximize that so you can see it. Again, remember, you'll need to have your pop-up blocker turned off in your internet browser settings as it opens in a new window. Otherwise, it won't open. There are detailed notes, as you can see, on the inside front and also back covers. I'll just show you the back. These provide great support for families at home too. Books can be displayed on the interactive whiteboard as well as individual computers and iPads. The Read to Me function is fantastic for modelling and can again support families at home. There's also a zoom tool if you'd like to focus in on something, and a drawing tool, which I like to use to highlight the phonemes. Quiz questions check for understanding. You can turn this off when logged in as a teacher, but beware if you're sharing, as students love them. Let's just give this one a play.
Find the odd one out. Listen to the sound. Click on the word that does not contain the sound you hear.
I. Fantastic! Let's go back to the book.
A traffic light system is used to show the level of understanding a student has demonstrated, moving from lower order recall to language and higher order skills in the upper levels. I'm just going to close the book. You can go to Help, Teacher View, and Reporting for more information on this. I'm just going to close that and close the book. Remember, the Club Phonics teaching screens or magnetic boards are the main teaching resources for revision lessons and actual lessons. I'll just show you one. And open this. Remember, they're designed to be displayed on an interactive whiteboard, but can also be shared with students. There is a separate video on how to use these, so I'm just going to close it. There are also printable resources such as Blackline Masters and teaching cards or flash cards. Let's just open up one to show you. And there it is. Just close that. I prefer to look at assessments in context. So let's go back to Planning by Club Phonics. There are assessment games for every unit. Let me just show you one. There it is. And also for every phase. Here's an example. As you can see, they're both supported with detailed teaching notes and lots of activities. Let's just open one as an example. You can choose different levels.
Hello, will you help me read some words? First, let's practice.
And again, I'll just close that. So the games assess students' progress, as I mentioned, at the end of a phase, and they use real and pseudo words and will indicate which students need extra catch-up work. They can actually also be used to prepare students for the Year 1 phonics screening check if that's relevant in your state. Downloadable resources are also available, as you can see. Let's just open one. So a Blackline Master, and again I'll just close that. Remember, all the resources I mentioned can be accessed through the context of an actual lesson in planning, and all digital resources can be allocated to students, which is actually covered in the next video. So thanks for joining me.